Okay, we are recording, everyone. This is our very first podcast. Well, it's a first for both of us. We're virgins here. This is Zone2Speak. This is a new podcast about cycling. I am Debbie. This is
Juliana.
We are best friends who met in cycling. There's fun backstory there. We'll get to that eventually. But we wanted to do this because we love other podcasts. We love sharing. And we wanted to talk and get a platform out there. We're so excited. This is so new for us. We're both nervous, but we're going to go on the fly and we're going to hope that this resonates with people, that we get to engage this way. No other way to do it, right? Rip off that Band-Aid. Okay. Yeah. We're going to do this episode like a fun formula. Who, what, when, why, where. So reins us in, keeps us in check. So let's get started. This is Zone2Speak. Who are we?
So we are your hosts, Debbie and Juliana, myself. Like Debbie said, we are best friends for many, many years. We met through cycling in Miami. I have a triathlon background, and I learned so much about cycling with Debbie. And the triathlon evolved now into ultra cycling and gravel. I think that's the fun part about cycling. There are so many ways that you can do this, not even as an athlete. You can use it for transportation, leisure, anything. But I love listening to podcasts. So does Debbie. We live in different continents. So we have our video calls here and there to catch up. And one day we're both talking about like, oh my God, we can go on forever. We should have our own podcast. And I was like, I was thinking about that. Mm-hmm. So here we are. Our idea is flourishing. That's why we also call it Zone 2, because we are on our Zone 2 of podcast as well. It's our comfortable zone. And we hope to have the podcast evolve and that people will enjoy. We want to talk about anything and everything and have fun. So Debbie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I am, just to kind of share a little bit, connect with my viewers. I grew up in Miami, Florida. I'm a mother of 2 boys, 6 and 9. And I love cycling. I mean, I grew up cycling around my neighborhood, and there's no mistaking why I'm in the industry right now. Right now, I currently work in a bike shop, a local bike shop here. Shout out Elite Cycling and Fitness. We love you. Yeah, it's a small business. It's a great bike shop. It's just kind of taken on a new role in my life. It's become kind of a way of life. It's more like building relationships, getting to help somebody realize their connection to cycling and how it works for them. So, and that's just kind of the way I approach stuff. But I started out doing sales, and that was the last thing I wanted to do. I was like, I don't want to work on commission. I don't want to be forced to do something. It's going to take the love out of cycling. But there was never any pressure. And then throughout the years that evolved, I've been doing that for like 7+ years. And now I'm primarily doing fittings. I actually got retool certified. So that's fun. That kind of takes us back to Zone 2 and why we named it that. And for me, I thought Zone 2 was perfect because it's a conversation. It's building upon a conversation, building upon what we know, and building that good, strong base. And from that, it builds up and you can only perform better. So it's like a base starting point. And I thought that was just awesome. I thought it just went perfect. It kind of organically came about. Plus 2 different time zones. Come on. Yeah. Coincidence there. Jules says I taught her a lot about cycling. She taught me a lot about life and just a true friendship. I think I always struggled sometimes trusting other women. And it's funny that we actually met in a women's cycling group. We knew of each other, but we didn't actually connect together and become friends till we reached out to each other and we're like, you're actually cooler than I thought you were. And it was funny. The first ride, right? We were laughing at each other because if you know our backstory.
Yeah, there was some tension on our backstory. But then once we met, immediately I knew I wanted to be your friend and nothing else mattered. So I'm so glad we were able to just, not be petty. Just, we, like you said, I think you or I don't remember, DM each other. And then we're like, let's meet for coffee. And then after that, it was just like instant, a true friendship, I think that's one of the reasons we want to have this podcast, because we always share so honestly, and we want to talk about a lot of the topics we talk about that we think it's important with everyone, and also funny stuff and fun stuff, not just important stuff. We don't want to be serious all the time. We want to talk about the industry, about women issues, about guys issues. It's not also, this is not a just female podcast. We are having this first episode now, just voice, but we plan to also have YouTube channel so you can meet us as well, and we can interact in that platform as well.
Agree. People have to get to know us, and it's nice to let them listen to us first and resonate with us. And then it's always fun when you get to put a face to the voice and say, now there's a new layer of getting somebody
more
who
relatable.
Right. I agree. It's a little bit more relatable. Yeah. We kind of cheated there. We said, what? The podcast. We gave that away. Cycling. Yeah, I know. We love cycling. We're both obsessed with it. I mean, there's a reason why you're doing ultra events.
Because I never thought I would be able to do this. And what made me believe in myself was because I also did alpine climbing. And when you have those mountain summits that you are out there for 15, 20 hours, I thought, if I can do this on foot, I can probably also do it on a bike. Mm-hmm. It's different, but it gave me the courage to try. And I'm really enjoying it. Even though I have had a few DNFs, I still feel so accomplished, super accomplished. When I did the race around Rwanda, it's 1,000 kilometers around Rwanda. It's a small country. A lot of elevation gain. What is that? 600 miles, I think. I did not finish. I did 730 something kilometers. I don't know what is that in miles, 500. But I still feel journey. It's such a journey, and it's so beautiful to see a country like that and be totally immersed in that culture. So it's more than a sport. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Yeah, I can see how it has already changed you. I mean, I always saw that from the start. I noticed it kind of leveled you out when you started cycling more, but especially when you started doing a triathlon. It wasn't just about, I'm joining for a group, somebody's going with me. It was something you said, this makes me feel good. I'm going to go do this. I don't care. Being a triathlete is really a singular sport. So you can go train with other people, but when push comes to shove, it is all you. Yeah. And that comes down to you, just like with the climbing, everything. You're there, you're in the body. You got to make that work. You got to find those zones to tune into everything. It's that kind of a sport.
And it's very mental, all of them in different ways. But, you can train all you want, but if you don't have the mental strength to get through it or know what is your motivation, why you are doing this, it gets harder to get through it.
Yeah. But you'll figure it out if you're not in the right place. Oh, it's gonna come to mind, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck was I thinking?"
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm stuck here now. And then it's funny when you do that, something turns off, and you say, "All right, I'm just gonna enjoy this," and then you can kind of come back to it and say, "I get it. This is what it's about." And that's what you realize too when you decide to do something for yourself. Yeah, it doesn't become about joining and doing that. And that's all fun too. Trust me, there's a time and place, and part of cycling is camaraderie and community too. But learning about that teaches you so much about yourself. I mean, I can't even begin. There's too much.
Absolutely.
We'll tackle that in a lot of episodes because it is such a mind, body, mental aspect. But what I can say is I saw that change you over the years from all the reiterations of being triathlete, climbing, running, the different injuries, moving to Dubai, just the different climates, the different places
you've been through all my stages.
Yes. Like me, I'm always here in Miami. Where'd you go? Key Biscayne. Where'd you go? South. Like, there's what?
But still, you are where everybody wants to vacation.
I know. I can't not. Tell us about where you are now, because it's amazing. It's gorgeous.
It's been 3 months. It's really a mecca of cycling and gravel. I'm still discovering, there's so much to discover on the community, the culture, the cycling. So hopefully there's more to come here on the podcast that I can share with everyone. But I'm excited to be in this new location. Dubai was an amazing 10 years, but it was time for a change. But anyways, so We are here sharing with you who we are and why we started this. We are just going to have fun with this new adventure. And our plan is to have 1 or 2 episodes a month. We want to have, I don't want to say short, but 30 to 45 minutes episodes.
We'll play with that and see where it goes. If we decide we want to do a podcast where it's just us talking. And then we do want to have guests on. We want to have our community on, anything from a professional cyclist to your everyday cyclist and how it's affected their lives. What does cycling mean to you? I think that's kind of where we're heading, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think the podcast world is super vast. Yeah. And it's a beautiful community of content out there. And we hope it will contribute and that you enjoy.
There's so much for everybody out there. So why not us, right?
Yeah. So look for us on all the platforms. We are at Zone2Speak #2. So Zone2Speak.
We want to engage. We want to build a community. We can't wait to do that with everyone. We get to spend time together.
That's the best part.
We haven't done that enough. Like, we're always messaging each other. And yes, we get to a bunch of cycling stuff, but this is really, it's also a way for me and Juliana to plan our conversations and talk to fun people.
We are looking forward to recording our next episode and have you there with us on this journey.
Yes, we will release some sort of a teaser on our YouTube channel and Instagram about our first episode, when that will launch, what our topic will be, maybe a teaser if we have a guest. So zone in to speak with us, but just follow us, keep track, because we'll let you know when it's coming, okay? And we can't wait to do this, go on this adventure. We hope you'll listen to us and give us a chance. This is an opportunity for us as well as our viewers. All right, everybody.
Thank you.
We did this. Thank you for listening. Ciao.
Ciao.